Hello. How are you? Yeah, cracking a bubbly. Interesting that it shows the going live delayed like that, even though I clicked it after. Anyway, hello, how are you? Hope all is well. I'm not sure who's gonna be attending this here Bandcamp Friday. It is Juneteenth, and I don't know, it's Bandcamp trying to do nice things for the world. Even though Bandcamp is now Epic Games. Gunky Zip, how are you? I think more than anything, today is going to be about hanging out, listening to some tunes, and checking out new things that are new to me. I asked for recommendations of new stuff or just stuff that you really love on Bandcamp. I got a few links, but not too many. If you want to drop those in the Discord, I can still open them. The Discord links are, let's do it here. I'm going to just invite people. Bam. Anyone who doesn't have a Discord membership or link, I can drop it in there now. This is for the Bandless Discord. Oh, shoot. What am I doing? Bandless Discord. Come on. Invite people. Copy. And bam. There we go. Doing nice made trashy pizzas from English muffins. Dude, I love those. My mom used to make English muffin mini pizzas for my brother and I when we were kids. And yeah, that's some tasty business. I would like some right now. I might, after this, go to the supermarket, because there's one not too close, and get some supplies to make that. That sounds amazing. Anyway, today, Juneteenth, we're going to just listen to some tunes, and we're going to chat. We're going to do a lot of chatting in the chat. And yeah, we're going to listen to tunes, chat, and see what happens. Gonna listen, check out some new things, new to me, a few really old things, one or two, not really old, but one or two older things. But a few of these things are new within the last couple of days. And let's see, how new are we talking? Yeah, new, like last couple of days or last day. And some recommendations, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to kick it off with, where's my OBS? Let's go to the desktop view. Yeah. And this here is a band called Nerver. I don't know if it's a play on never, like, some derpy, like a derpy way of saying never, Nerver. On Nerver, gonna lift you up, Nerver, gonna let you down, Nerver, gonna run around. But yeah, Nerver is from Kansas City, Missouri, and I guess that would be the Kansas on this side, the east side, like east, because Kansas, I think, is divided down the middle by two states. There's Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. Anyway, I don't know a lot about American geography. I just happen to live in North America, but it's a pretty big place. I am also Canadian, so. Anyhow, we're going to check out this tune, Now It's Dark. It kind of caught my ear. These guys have an interesting approach to sort of that post everything sound. And let's go. Tasteful Fade. Cool stuff. There's just, you know, it's kind of got this jangly thing, and it's kind of got this punk energy. And this really, I don't know, raw. It's well put together. Like, it's not raw like lo-fi, but it's not super hi-fi either. I don't know. It's kind of, it's all these things like post-hardcore, post-punk, post all that kind of stuff, and kind of in between in all these places, and it's got this cool feel. And I don't know, what do you guys think? It really caught me, and it's just like me digging through Bandcamp. I may actually end up buying it. I can't buy anything today because I don't have any money, but I'll probably end up buying it. Where is the old stream here? And let's change the camera. Bam. What do you think of that one? Nerver. Cookie Sip, maybe want to wait a few minutes for more people before recommending new music. No, I always just jump into it. I kind of learned my lesson a few times when I kind of waited just a little too long, like even 15 minutes, and then I didn't have enough time to get to all of the stuff, and I missed a few kind of key things. So people can check the replay as well. But how's everybody doing? I see a few people in there. Al Paul, how are you? Synth Chris, good to see you. Al Paul, Blood and Coffee Records, good to see you. Road Bull, good to see you. And bam, hey, how can I submit my track for review? I've got my Bandcamp page. Oh yeah, I don't do reviews, I just do features, and we just check it out. But if you look up a little bit higher in the chat, you'll see a Discord link, and you can join that Discord group, the Bandless Discord group, and you can share your link on the general page, the general, I don't know what it's called, the channel, I guess in Discord it's called channels, but you can share your link in there, and I have my Discord open right now, so I can grab that. It's not too late. Synth Chris, hey man, not too late. Oh yeah. Synth Chris coming with some fire right now. That's cool. Bam. I'm gonna cue that up. Thank you, Synth Chris. Juneteenth. Great. So I got a lot of windows open right now, so bear with me. I'm juggling a lot of stuff here. Bam. And I'm gonna, wow, Al Paul just jumped into the server. Welcome. I love that, you know, how technology allows us to like connect just like that. Like, bam, it's amazing. I guess, whatchamacallit. So, Synth Chris, I think we'll do yours in like a few, your submission and a few, like one after this one, because we got one from Rough Riffs coming up. Recommendation by Rough Riffas. What window do I need? I need this one. Great. Just so many windows. And Al Paul, he's got it. Great. Yeah, I see it in there. Hey, guys. I'm going to grab yours as well. Right on now. Devastator by False God. Oh, cool. I like that name, Al Paul. Let's see here. I'm just juggling a few windows here. Bam. And bam. Great. Bam. Great. And this looks cool, Al Paul. Like the typography. Yeah, stoked to listen to it. All right, so let's go here. Bam. Live streaming. Actually, let's go here. Bam. So we're gonna jump to one recommended to us by Tanner Borglum, Rough Riffs in the Bandless community, and let's switch cameras. Here we go. And this is called, the tune, or I guess the release is called Starship Velociraptor by Galactic Kraken and Jonathan Young. So I think Jonathan Young is, I'm not sure where the lines cross. I think this is from what I understand from Tanner's description, this is a YouTube guitar player guy that he follows and he's really fond of. And this may be a collaboration between Jonathan. I think Jonathan is the guitar player and another person who is a vocalist. But let's see. Let's give it a rock. I need to bring my level back up. Almost didn't learn my lesson there. And bam. And we're going to play the first tune, Glory or Gold. How do you like that fade? Is that tasteful? Am I doing a good job? So I've noticed here in the comments, supported by comments, kind of seems to sum it up quite well. This is my first time listening to this artist, and Gabriel Giacosa, I believe, says early cyberpunk sci-fi pirates. And I think that's like a pretty amazing description of kind of what's going on here. It's strangely futuristic, but it sounds like, traditional instruments. And yeah, an interesting sort of clash of things, or clash of ideas. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Tanner Borglum. That was like totally crazy. Like some of those arpeggios or whatever was going on, the runs, they might just be legato runs, not exactly sure. But wild. That was super wild. I dropped the link in there. For those of you who've never been with us on a stream, we listened to about a minute worth of music, and then I dropped the link in the comments, and then you can follow it up. If you want to hear more, you can listen to more, or if you'd like to purchase a track, support the artist, and also support the Juneteenth fundraising event, that's awesome too. So let's switch our window back to the chat here. Bam. And Paul, how can I submit? Okay, got that part. Blood and Coffee came to say hi for a sec. Came at the right time, though. This is sick. Stoked. Robill, nice. Music reminds me of Oxbow, talking about the previous thing, the Nerver track that we played. Yeah, it does have a little bit of an Oxbow thing. I like Oxbow a lot. I think Road Bull, you and I, we probably have extremely similar musical interests. Chris says the fades are very tasteful. Digs the track as well. We got El Paul's track. Some Trivium vocal styles. I've heard of this band Trivium. It comes up a lot. So this is kind of what the vocal part of Trivium sounds like. Production goes hard. Yeah, the production on that track, Galactic Kraken, is really well done. Oh, it's Jonathan Young. Jonathan Young. I don't know him. Gunky Zip says ultra tasty fades. So my fade skills, high fidelity. I'm going to quit everything I'm doing. I'm just going to focus from now on tasty fades or ultra tasty fades. I need to up the bar. I need to up the level. So thank you for the feedback on the fades. I was worried that I was doing a bad job. But now that I know I'm doing a good job, my confidence going forward is going to be very high. We're going to move along. I'm just going to rejig the gain levels here. And we've got Chris's recommendation coming up next. This is going to be new to me as well. And I'm always stoked for new music. And the artist's name is Something Fierce, I believe. Let's go to the desktop view. And so Something Fierce, they're from Lexington, South Carolina. Or actually, the release is called Something Fierce. And the artist is Unicorn Hole. That's actually an amazing visual. I guess like Unicorn Hole, either a hole full of unicorns or someone took the unicorn horn and all that's left is a hole. Not sure what the... or a hole left by a unicorn. That, it stabbed someone with the unicorn horn. The unicorn horn. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. We're going to listen to it right now. That's some fun jams. It brings a smile to my face for sure. Gonna get that into the chat. Yeah. Unicorn horn, amazing. Where's my window here? Let's fix it up. We're going to go back. Yeah, that was super fun. It's funny, like I see a relationship to kind of like your music there, Chris, but like your music is fun, but it's like, it's just so much more punishing. Even though you kind of mix up similar sorts of sounds, but whereas this stuff, Unicorn Hole, was really, it had the really heavy riffs and all that kind of stuff, but like overall it just had this like, I don't know, lightness to it, which was sort of interesting. Even though it was like so heavy, it I don't know, it's just fun, I guess. Development of a Void. How are you? Good to see you. Sick, yeah. Good old beneath BMTH. What is BMTH? Beneath the between the buried and me? No. I don't know. And Gunky Zip says he was a DJ in college back in '91, and he's saying that I've got the fades really dialed in. So don't mess with me. I got fades so good. Monkey? Biscuit. Yeah. And Gunky Zip says he's sitting, but the keyboards are making me dizzy. I'll pass on this one. He's got a handle on the Nintendo Cord bouncy thing. Yeah, I think it's the bouncy kind of thing. I don't know. It's just fun. I could see it being like a pretty big crowd pleaser at shows. Like I could see it being, confetti cannons and all that kind of stuff. But then like wicked crabcore breakdown moshing. Development of Void. I'm super stoked you're here. It's like you're the best. Bring me the horizon, L. Paul says. Right. Yeah, the breakdown parts, very much old Bring Me the Horizon. Does Bring Me the Horizon still do breakdowns? I thought they were like a kind of like a YouTube background music kind of band now. That sort of like dancey hi-hats and pop vocals. I don't know. Last I heard, that's what they were doing. Gunky Zip says, since Chris, super fun. Okay. So we got one coming up from Al Paul. This is a brand new track from a member of the community. And I'm going to cue it up here. Make sure that we got that we're on the right page. And bam. And bam. This is a world premiere for me. And the artist name is False God. And the track name is Devastator. And I like it. I like everything about that right now. Here we go. That's cool, man. I'm pretty into that. Let me get that going. So this is El Paul. He does everything himself. Plays all the instruments, produces everything, and a few things that really kind of jump out to me is like the interplay of the instruments. I really like that kind of thing. I'm a fan of that kind of stuff. And the way that you do it is really interesting and really kind of grabbed me. I really like it. And I love how you play with the phrasing and time. It's a little bit more, not a little bit, quite a bit more interesting than a lot of the sort of djenty-oriented stuff. Really interesting. It's like you got a little bit of a fresh thing going in that space, and that's a very difficult thing to do. And yeah, great production. Cool. Very cool, man. I dropped the link into the what do you call it? Into the chat. Why can't I think of what the chat is called? Yeah, and Development of Void says loves the atmosphere. Yeah, I like the sort of balance of the atmosphere, the percussive riffs against, we see this sort of thing in some of the djenty stuff, but your execution was particularly good. I shouldn't say good, particularly interesting. What is good? what I think is good and what another person thinks is good is completely different. But I think the more fair way to go negotiate that conversation is, yeah, it's interesting. Caught my ears. So yeah, cool stuff, El Paul. I'm stoked to hear more. Yeah, make some more. Yeah, excellent work. Excellent work. We are gonna get on to the next 13 floors. 13 floors. I'm like, what's up with my accent? Floors. 13 flaws. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. I'm stoked you made it. Where's my wind? Why am I on this wide camera here, or this little thing? But that was Devastator by False Gods. Very cool material. Very into it. I'm stoked to hear more, Al Paul. I think you need to get on it as soon as possible. Get that producing rolling. What do we got next? What time is it? It's 8:30. It's funny. I thought I was, leading up to this stream, I thought I was going to have all this time because I came home a little bit earlier than I usually do. And I'm like, I got tons of time to get ready for this stream. And I don't know why, but it just took longer to get ready. And I thought I was going to have time to make dinner, and I couldn't make dinner. And yeah, here we are. I think I was like 2 or 3 minutes late to the stream. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we're on track now, and I'm glad to be hanging out with everybody. So what do we got coming up here? This one's going to be fun. I'm going to reset my gain levels. Bam. Cool. This one came out today, I believe. Let's switch the camera. I've played some Snooze on here before. Snooze is from Chicago, Illinois, United States. It seems a lot of bands are from the United States. Not surprised. But whatchamacallit? What day did this come out? Today? Yesterday? Today. Came out today. I remember getting the email, but I get a lot of emails, but I remember it was very recent. So recent as today. So Snooze, for those of you who are in the sort of, I guess the music derivative of the gent type of sound and whatnot, you might recognize the name Anup Sastry. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but I hope I'm doing a good job. Anyhow, Anup is involved with this project to some degree, is usually heavily involved in the production end of things. And Logan Voss is sort of the principal writer. He does the guitars and bass and vocals and all that stuff. And it was this album here, that I first discovered them. And this has quite a few tracks, 6 tracks on it. And I just found it interesting. A new take, a fresh take, maybe borrowing some of the ideas that you'll find in some of this more modern metal influenced kind of stuff. Maybe djenty. They're not djenty. I would say they're not. This is not a djenty thing. Definitely way more math rock, but it has some of those modern metal things going on. I'm going to stop talking and we're going to start listening. I just got to make sure that the volume's up. Yep, it's up. But very few people involved in this. Just came out today, and let's take a listen to a minute of that and see what's going on. Cool stuff. I really enjoy that. I'm not exactly sure even why. And maybe I don't even need a reason. I just like it. It just feels good to me. Some of my friends really hate it, really hate snooze. Some of my friends really love snooze. I don't know. All I know is I like it quite a bit. Curious how you guys feel about it. I'm just going to change my camera here. Bam. And I'm going to get back to the chat. Get back to that chat-a-roonies. I don't know. How do you feel about the snooze? Is it a good time? I find it to be quite a good time. And development of void. You guys are having some inner whatchamacallit, inner chats. Gunky Zip in IRC does send trash pizza. Not in real. I don't know. IRC, is that like the chat program? Yo, DOA, how are you, legend? Yeah, DOA, where you been? Everyone misses you. Getting better always. How are you? Oh, were things? Were you not feeling well for a bit? Development of void. I did not know that. I hope all is well now. 13 Flies had some good elements. Didn't really grab me. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I find the snooze is extremely divided in terms of the audience. There's not too many folks who are in the middle on it. But we got some more. We got some much different things coming on up. And what is that going to be? Oh yeah. So this one's kind of fun for me because it's whatchamacallit. I can't think of words. Words, very, very difficult today. I don't know if you guys ever heard of words. I don't know what I'm talking about. So this next one, let's get into it here. What time is it? 8:37. Yeah, we got a few more to get through. So this one here is Bloodlet. Bloodlet is from Florida, and they're kind of like legendary kind of, I don't know, post-hardcore band. They gained their popularity in the sort of 90s era of the emergence of hardcore kind of blossoming into all these other sounds. You had your sort of 80s LA hardcore, and then going into the 90s, that started branching out into all these bands trying to find their own sound. And it was a pretty brilliant time in music. I call it the Heart Attack years or the Punk Planet years, where there were all kinds of DIY labels and all the bands were very DIY. I don't really know if that's the best way to describe it, but for those who lived through that period, I think that's the best way to understand it. Anyhow, all the bands sounded completely different. And it was maybe the beginning of all these subgenres kind of starting to pop up. And Bloodlet was a band that kind of originally signed, I think they were originally on Bloodlink Records. I could be wrong there. But then they moved over to Victory Records, and they put out some pretty weird music. It was like heavy, but sludgy and kind of weirdly mathy, but not math rock and not sludge metal and not metal. Very much their own sound. And with this came out today, 2 days ago. And I was pretty surprised. I was like, oh, because they did a few records or a few releases in the last couple of years, and I don't know, didn't really do it for me. But this one is different again. And so we're going to take a listen to it. And I find it really interesting. I'm not sure if I love it yet, but I was like, oh, there's something strangely interesting about this. And I'm curious if it affects your ears in a similar way. Let's check it out.
From
My mouse was slipping on the fade. Gunky Zip, I'm sorry. My ultra smooth fades, they're not what they used to be. But yeah, that's some Bloodlet from Florida. This band is massively influential on much of what I do, what I've ever done and what I do. Not this sound. This is kind of something new for them, the way they're approaching it now, and it's not what they used to sound like. But I'm finding this strangely creative, and it's weird to me because it's just power chords, and there's like something kind of rock and rollish about it, and kind of average, but the way that they do it is not right. It's off kilter, and I'm like, oh, there's this interesting kind of meshing of ideas, and taking that sort of older sounding kind of rock and roll type riff, rock metal type riffs, and making them kind of mathy and kind of weird and interwoven, and I don't know. I just find it really interesting. So yeah, I'm happy that Bloodlet is once again doing something that I'm just like, oh, what was that? What's happening? Curious if anybody else likes it. Going over to the chat here. I can't see everything all at the same time. We are snooze. The chat seems delayed here. Internet relay chat from the 90s. Blood and Coffee, that track made me feel claustrophobic somehow. I think you're talking about We Are Snooze, not exactly sure. Blood and Coffee Records, not bad necessarily. 13 Flaws, he's saying yes. It was very busy. We Are Snooze, yeah, it's quite busy. Dimian333 is, hello, how are you, by the way? Anup is a great drummer. Saw him with Chimp Spanner. Chimp Spanner. I loved early Chimp Spanner a lot. And 13 Flies says, love the artwork. Not sure. I love the artwork of the We Are Snooze or of the Bloodlet. Not sure. El Paul agree. Anup is a beast on drums for sure. He's amazing drummer. And it's always cool to have a wife who plays guitar as well. Oh, his wife is like a crushing guitar player. I'm not sure who that might be. If I'm not mistaken, they've done some Doom track cover together. Oh, I'd like to listen to that. I'm gonna take a look for it. 13 Flies saying digging it on the Bloodlet track. Gunky Zip, no worries on the fades, I think. Dimian, a little bit of a Mastodon feel. Yeah, that dun 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 dun. I can't remember what that Mastodon track is called, but everybody who knows Mastodon usually knows what that track is. Gunky Zip, off kilter, thank you. The riff didn't meet the vocals until halfway through. Yeah. The Bloodlet artwork. Yeah, the Bloodlet artwork is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how I feel about the new Bloodlet thing, but it definitely caught my ears the first time I listened to it earlier today. I was like, oh, I want to hear it again. So that's good, I guess. Is our gain levels reset? Yes, they are. Can we go to the next track? Yes, we can. What do we got here? So going back to the Bloodlet track, let's do that. A little bit of, this is going to be sort of a one into the next sort of thing and a setup for the next sort of thing. So the Bloodlet track, this is put out by Translation Loss Records, and let's just take a little trip over to Translation Lost. And so anybody who's been following the Bunn thing for a long time, or long enough, I guess you could say, you will have heard the name Artie many times. And Artie is a guy, self-inflatable Artie. Same, those things are related. Anyhow, Artie used to do a lot of artwork for Translation Lost. I believe that he even designed this logo, the Translation Lost logo. Yeah, but he used to do their website, and he used to do a whole bunch of stuff for them. And Artie used to do, well, he still does, a ton of artwork for record labels all around the world and all that kind of stuff. He's a very high-end designer. And yeah, massively influential on myself. I cannot do what he does, but what he does is massively influential on me. And he's also an amazing music artist. Like, he produces and he writes and produces his own music and all that kind of stuff. And is currently working on a crazy project. I'm not going to say anything about the new project, but it seems to be in motion. And Artie and I used to have a band called Horse Lover together, and this is it here. And but Artie wrote it all. You know, myself and some of the other fellas in the band, we had some influence over some of it, but for the most part, Artie was the principal writer, especially of the music end of things. Theo from Vens, my project Vens, anybody who knows any of my project Vens, Theo is the vocalist in Vens, and he was also the vocalist in Horse Lover. So Artie is trying to get ready to do something new, and it's pretty exciting. So I'm going to play a little bit of Horse Lover and maybe kind of bring Horse Lover back from the dead for his benefit on this Juneteenth celebration. And let's play some. I'm not sure which one. We'll play some Badger County. So there you go. Anyhow, so that's Horse Lover. It's a band that I used to be in, but more importantly, the thing that I want to get across more is my pal Artie is the main guy, was the main guy behind this. He designed all the art, obviously, and the art is amazing. And he's doing something new, and I hope that it comes to fruition sooner than later. Because it's awesome. It's like he only does awesome things. So if you're interested in that, his new thing is crazy, like unbelievably crazy. Gunky Zip, absolutely not. And Dominion, Damian 333, yes, LOL. And let's change the old camera Rooney here. Bam. And let's reset the gain. So what do we got? I'm trying to mix it up and like not play all the same kind of music. I think I'm doing an okay job of that so far. because I could very easily just play Sledge all night. I'm going to queue up the next one here. This next one is pretty fun. The chat. So the chat does seem delayed here. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't know. Here we go. Bam. There we go. Bam. It says my connection is excellent. I sorted out our internet problems. We were having some serious internet problems the last couple streams. Anyway, so this one, let's get it queued up. Bam. And bam. What time is it? 8:51. I got to hustle here. Start recording? No, don't start recording. Change camera. Bam. So this here is Town Portal. And Town Portal, something I've been interested in for quite a while. They're from Copenhagen, Denmark. And not sure exactly what's going on with them this minute. This actually came out in 2019. This is not super recent. It is their most recent release, but it's not, it's not in the last couple weeks or anything like that. But let's just play the first track, get a feel of it. Town Portal, I really like the band. They are a instrumental band, so if you're waiting for the vocals, that's not going to happen. But I tend to prefer instrumental music myself. Not saying that instrumental is better or anything like that. It's just what I tend to like. So if you're into the instrumental stuff, Town Portal is all instrumental and really interesting. What do you call it? Like interesting compositions, interesting timing, and all that kind of stuff. Development of Void. Richard Sly, how are you, man? Good to see you. Hell yeah, he says. Development of Void saying, really loving this. The Town Portal, I'm pretty sure. And Blood and Coffee Records, hard yes. And El Paul, cool shifted syncopations, accents. Yeah, Town Portal, really fun. The whole thing, every album they have, it's just like tons of that. Highly suggest getting into all of that stuff. Cookie Zip, sounds like a 19-year-old got a Squire Bass 6. I'll still buy it. And Richard Sly, that groove, melody, and mix sound great. Snare is tits. Yeah. Town Portal, I'm pretty sure you guys are talking all about Town Portal. I really enjoy it. I'm glad that you guys are stoked on it. Great band. I hope they're still going. You know, there's this whole COVID thing was unkind to the world, and some bands don't exist anymore because of it. But, I'm still on the window. I'm still on that camera. So let's reset our gain. Back up to minus 7 dB. Yeah, Town Portal, I guess math rock, but they don't sound like your average math rock band. And yeah, I really, really like it. we got one more for the day, and then we're gonna, bid a quick farewell and get on with our weekend. And this one, bam, whoa, let's go here, bam, desktop, bam, look at that. This is a band called Bleeth. They're from Miami, Florida, the same state as Bloodlet. There's a kind of scene in Florida that kind of centers on my friends up here, we call it the capsule sound. And the bands don't necessarily sound like each other, but there's this thing that seemed to have been sort of established by Capsule, and a whole bunch of other bands have really expanded on that. Bleeth has their own sound, but it seems to be an expansion on, something of the Capsule vibe. And some would say sludge. I don't know what to call it exactly. It's got some sludgy things going on, but let's take a listen. This is Harbinger by Bleeth. Getting into that. It was getting away from me. Cool. So that's Bleeth. I dropped it in there. I'm not sure if it's to anyone else's taste, but I really, really like it. Live streaming. Oh, here we go. It's just got this sort of plodding, dirgy thing, and the rhythms are they're not perfectly straight. But it's not fast or whatever. So I don't know. I dig it. All of their stuff is kind of along those lines, kind of, I guess, artsy, if you will. But cool. Very cool to me. I don't know. Does anyone else like it? Band sounds like Lucifer. Amazing. Vocals feel a little buried. Yeah, I like that buried vocal sound. For me, if the vocals are on top of the mix, I'm like, I don't want to hear it. But yeah, if you like vocals, then you're not going to like that kind of in the mix kind of thing. But that's all I have for today. I hope it was a fun Juneteenth kind of thing, kind of a, mid-month stream, which I really enjoy. I just love doing the streams. I can't do them full time because, this one, it took way more time than I anticipated it was going to take. And yeah, something to always be mindful, but I love doing them. Excellent fade on that one, Gunky Zip. Good. I was feeling nervous, because I faltered a few times. And I was like, can I get it back? Can I take the power back? And if I got that one, sweet, then, I ended the show on a high note, and I'm super stoked. But that's it for today. It was just a fun little hangout, listen to some tunes, check out things that are like kind of heavy, but not your everyday metal. Because I don't know, when I follow the sort of popular blogs or the more popular streams of finding new heavy music, I find it's just like clone after clone after clone after clone. And yeah, so I try to go as far as I can to try and find things that are not the everyday thing, that are just some kind of an other idea. So I don't know if this was of any use to any of you guys, but I hope it was, just to think differently. But I'm going to shut her down, and I hope you have a good weekend and a good week of making tunes. For me, this is a writing week. It starts tomorrow. The video that I was making is done and should come out on Monday, like Bunn video. But yeah, I'm gonna make tunes all week. I hope you guys are gonna do the same. And yeah, have a super good one, a super fun Friday night. And that's it for me tonight. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope to do it again. We're gonna do Bandcamp Friday returns this coming July. The first Friday in July. So we'll see you then. Get your tracks ready. Get your tracks ready. Go to the beginning of the chat. If you're not in the Bandless community, get your tracks ready. Share your tracks in there, because we'll listen to them on Bandcamp Friday. I'm super hyped for that. But yeah, I'm going to sign off now for real.